From my video, Financial Market and its Components, we had discussed that financial market consists of money market and capital market. See, the topic money market is almost covered, and today I am going to deal with capital market. Before going to that, please subscribe my channel. It's me, Salma Finoj. Welcome you one and all. Okay, what is capital market? You know, money market is the market where buyers and sellers deals with short-term securities having short-term maturity period. Where capital market is the market where buyers and sellers deals with long-term securities having indefinite maturity period, otherwise long-term maturity period. Mainly, capital market is classified into three: industrial securities market, government securities or gilt-edged securities market, long-term loans market. The first one, industrial securities market. Here, the investors mainly invested their fund in industrial securities like shares, debentures, bonds, etc. Industrial securities market mainly divided into two: primary market or new issue market, other one secondary market or stock exchange market. Second one, government securities or gilt-edged securities. What is government securities? Government securities are dated securities with maturity or tenure up to 20 years in the market, mainly deal with central government, state government, semi-government authorities like city corporations, port trust, state electricity board, all India and state level financial institutions and all. The main investors in government securities are banks, foreign investors and mutual funds, insurance companies and all. Government securities are issued by conducting auction, and it has been conducted by Reserve Bank of India on behalf of central government. And the coupon or interest rate has been fixed according to the response given or against the securities. The key attraction of government securities are less risk, conservative investment methodology, and government securities are giving a promise of getting back the principal amount and interest at the maturity period. Then a welcome of government securities is because of gilt funds. Gilt funds are debt funds issued in government securities having a promise of giving back the repayment and interest amount, but affected by the interest rate movements, because you know government securities is for long-term maturity period. And another one, long-term loan market. Long-term loan market is played by development banks and commercial banks where they supplied funds to corporate investors mainly. Long-term loan market is divided into three: term loans market, mortgage market and financial guarantee market. Next head, features of capital market. Capital market mainly deals with long-term loans and medium loans. It can be deals with non-securitized funds and securitized funds. Securitized funds consist of equity shares, preference shares, debentures, convertible debentures, non-convertible debentures, bonds, gilt-edged securities, etc. Non-securitized funds like bank deposit, fixed deposits of companies, provident fund scheme, etc. The main feature of capital market is it standardizes the funds from undesirable activities into desirable activities. Also, such funds can be used to collect land, buildings, plant and machinery, etc. A person can invest his funds in new issue or primary market and also get back such funds by selling such securities in secondary market. Capital market can be dealt by Government of India, so there is a transparency and disciplines in the dealings of activities in capital market. Capital market comprises of primary market, secondary market, government securities market, long-term loan market. The main intermediaries in capital market are banks, financial institutions, etc. Next one, scope and importance of capital market. First one, mobilization of savings. See, capital market can help to mobilize the savings of the country and use such savings for the productive purposes. Second one, capital formation. It's very difficult for an individual or group of individuals to invest funds for the infrastructural foundation. It needs huge funds. Such capital formation can be possible with the help of capital market having a large source of funds. Another one, incentives or offering incentives. Offers incentives to those persons who invest their savings in the capital market in terms of interest. Next one, integration of or subparts of the financial system. Financial system comprises of money market, capital market, bullions market, stock market. So such integrate each subparts or submarkets into one for the capital formation. Another one, economic development. Capital market plays a role of a bridge in between savers and investors, where investors can invest their idle funds in the capital market and it can be used for the productive purposes and leads for the development of our nation. Innovation. There is financial innovation and institutional innovation happened in the capital market. Another one, new technologies. Latest or new technologies can be possible in capital market. Next one, liquidity in investment. A healthy capital market needs expert intermediaries to maintain stability in the securities in capital market. One of the best intermediary in capital market is stock exchange. Maintain stability in capital market and provides liquidity to the investment. Another one, economic development of the nation. The funds from the capital market utilized for productive purposes and thereby there is a development to the national income, in turn enhances the national economy. Next one, an overview to the Indian capital market. Stock market. The evolution of stock market is generally seen as the important feature of India's developing economy. India has a long history of stock exchange where Bombay Stock Exchange opened on 1875. Second one, stock exchanges. There are 22 stock exchanges in our country where 8 has got permanent recognition, where others were trying every year for permanent recognition. From that, the main two are Bombay Stock Exchanges and National Stock Exchanges. Establishment of National Stock Exchange in 1993. The main objective of NSEs are nationwide electronic trading, transparency in dealings, faster settlement cycles. Another one, introduction of online trading by Bombay Stock Exchange, named as Bolt, developed and designed by CMC Limited, now a Tata Group company. The Bolt replaced the manual outcry method of trading in the ring and went live on March 1995. Next, introduction of Over-the-Counter Exchange of India or OTCEI, established in 1992 mainly to provide a better services to the investors, especially the small ones. OTCEI is the first ringless, scriptless electronic stock exchange. Next one, listing of securities. Many companies listed their securities in the stock market or capital market. Another one, shareholders. While comparing to the 50 million shareholders at US, our country having 40 million shareholders. That means India's position is the second largest stock market in case of shareholders level. Next one, mutual funds. Relatively, mutual funds play a small role while comparing to other developing markets. In India, mutual funds owns only 25% up to the stock market value. Next one, primary market. Till the deregulation in 1991, primary market or the equities cannot be fixed freely. The prices of the equities cannot be fixed freely. The controller of capital issues can be fixed the interest rate of equities. It have a less demand on equities by the investors. After the deregulations in 1991, the equities in capital market having high demand. Next, SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. I have done a video about SEBI. Please check it out. Anyhow, SEBI or Security Exchange Board of India, established in 1992, it's regulate the activities in capital market and protect the interest of investors of securities of capital market. Another one, prohibit insider trading. The main problem faced in the capital market is insider trading. Securities Exchange Board of India gives some penalties against the persons or the individuals or institutions who have done insider trading in the stock market. Next one, bond market. Debt market offers long-term investment to the capital market. It can be possible by banks and other financial institutions. The main limitation faced by bond market is thin liquidity. It will be avoided in future due to the enhancement of National Stock Exchange screen-based system. Another one, introduction of derivatives. No doubt, the capital market has been far better. It's because of the introduction of derivatives like futures and option. This is all about today's topic. Let's sum up today's topic. What is capital market? Capital market is the market deals with long-term securities with long-term maturity period. Capital market comprises of three: industrial securities market, government securities market, and long-term loan market. And also discussed what is the scope and importance of capital market, features of capital market, and an overview of Indian capital market. Hope you have understood today's topic. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment. Once again, I request you all to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.